So welcome to Webinar Wednesdays with eNow, where we help you get the most out of your Microsoft Cloud investment. This is another webinar in a series. Nick, I think we've done 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 webinars pre this one to talk about all things application governance.
There's a lot to talk about in application governance, Al.
And we are hopefully going to try and get through as much as possible in this one, which I think is, should we call it episode 4 of application governance and you? I think that's a good one.
It is episode 4. Yes. It's
Yes,
very personal. I like the title.
So we'll be scrummaging through concepts, features, and services that Microsoft has to offer, and hopefully we can provide you with tips and tricks. We've got a tips and tricks slide, Nick. A bunch of slides around tips and tricks that we have seen over the years when working with the Microsoft Cloud, all up. Well, hold on, disclaimer. No dynamics, right? We don't talk about dynamics here, Nick.
No, dynamics is hard. That's a real adult topic.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, or please try the fish. You know where please try the fish is from, Nick?
It's the Windows 95 launch video, which was actually bundled on the Windows 95 launch CD. And it was from a show called...
It was Weezer, with the guy, you know. Yeah, it was Weezer. Yeah, yes, yeah, there we go. It's in the chat. It was Weezer. It's on the Windows 95 CD that launched on the 28th of August, 1995. That's how old we are. Some housekeeping. This session is being recorded, and we will share the deck as well as the recording with everyone. There'll be a VOD link that the team will send across. We also have the webinar police, where you cannot see. They're in the backstage, so they might be knocking on our shoulders saying we need to move on because we scroll a lot. And something that the founder of eNow's always wanted to know is, could we ask you where you are from? It seems to be a common theme, right? We've done it before. Where are you dialing in? Dialing in just goes to show how old I am, right? Where are you dialing in from? Put it in the chat, in the Q&A. If you have any questions, please stick it in the Q&A or chat, whatever you have access to. And Nick will either stop me or I will stop Nick, and we'll try to answer immediately. Otherwise, we'll keep it to the end and we'll go through those questions. And we're super excited to be here with you today. And yeah, we're going to start kicking it off. So, security hardening for Entra ID applications. That's a long sentence, Nick.
And you've got successful ASPM, which sounds like a bodily function, but I have a suspicion that it's something to do with security.
So, application security posture management, not to be confused with cloud security posture management or extended security posture management, which is a new thing, right? Although they've changed that name. The concept's not new, but for Entra ID administrators, it might be daunting because now you need to care about application security. So this session is really to help you understand how applications get deployed inside of your environment, what security really means, how to make sure that your applications are secure, and how to continuously evaluate your application security posture. That's pretty much the premise. Some housekeeping that we need to do, because this is an eNow show, just a little bit about eNow software. They optimize service delivery of mission-critical Microsoft collaboration and identity infrastructure inside of your environment, improve service delivery, decrease workplace productivity, and maintain robust security against unauthorized access. That's the one we care about, right? Do you want to introduce yourself, Nick, or should I?
Hi, I'm Nick. And, oh, this is the wrong meeting. So, hi, my name's Nicholas, and I'm the founder and CEO of NB Consult, which basically means I wave my hands and talk for a living. Occasionally, I do something meaningful still from an architecture and content creation point of view. I do spend most of my life talking in one way or another. And my wife is convinced that I either lunch or coffee for a living. Alistair?
But your kids have never asked you if you're a web developer or project manager, right?
My kids are convinced that I either write software or build PCs. And if they try to tell their friends what I do for a living, they say, my dad's a consultant. And like, what does that mean? It's like, I don't know.
All right, moving on. Nick is also an Exchange MCM and Exchange MCSM, and also known as the Exchange Rangers, for those old enough to know what those things mean. It's not his age, well, yes, we both
cowboy
old.
hats were issued when we graduated, yes.
My name is Alistair Pugin. I'm Nick's 2IC. I don't know if that means anything. So when Nick shouts and waves, I sort of run behind him with the pom-poms. Yeah, pretty much. I'm an M365 and security MVP. I've been in the industry for longer than I care to admit because I'm that old. And yeah, that's us, really. It's the Nick and Al show, right?
Before you go, we have to remind people that you've been doing content management while content management was still paper and paper clips, and you had a life-threatening injury because of a paper cut once, but you, through much rehabilitation, managed to pull through, and here you are.
I do know the difference between weight in paper, right?
Yes.
That does actually mean
80 grams and 60 grams is a thing. And also color of paper when we scan.
Well, a despeckled, deskew, deshade, virtual rescan, I could carry on, but I'm not going to, because people are here to listen to us talk about these 5 things. Well, the 5th one is not a thing. So how are applications deployed? Nat said we must keep moving, Nick, in the chat, in our private chat. So we better run through.
That would be the police, folks.
That's the police. You see, Natalie, you cannot get away from being shamed on the show. Applications get deployed.
Applications get secured.
Best practices for application security posture management, and then also what you need to do from a proactive monitoring perspective to continuously, and we're going to see that word come through much later, continuously understand what's going on in your environment.